What is going on, everybody? Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how my aesthetics state exam went. So stay tuned.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my experience and how it went. And yes, it's so nerve-wracking, and oh my god, I prayed, I studied, because that's the number one thing we gotta do. You think about it, I did it. I did flashcards, I did quizlet. Yes guys, I read the book. But for people like me who get nerve-wracking, and as soon as you say the word #test, I kind of freak out. So, a couple of tips for you and tell you a little bit about my experience, right? So, the first thing that I super suggest for you guys is a little book called Milady. Yes, you heard it. Yes, guys. It's your homework book, and if your school didn't offer this to you, I highly super suggest you guys get this little book. I did so many highlights. So many. I mean, at this point, I kind of know like some of the questions for the test, right? So, at the school that I went to here in Massachusetts, by the way, this is for Massachusetts, for all that may be applied. So, I did Quizlet, guys. I'm just showing you a little bit of what I did. I highlighted definitions. I studied. I'm the kind of person that I like to write out things. I like to read it out. I like to highlight it over and over again. Like, I'll do it once, and then once a day, you know, like for a week, I'll just keep going back on it. I downloaded the Quizlet app as well. And yes, I paid for the premium because I just wanted to make sure that I was on top of my game. So, this is how it went down. Literally, no, I'm serious. This is how it went down. I got, so, okay. Let's rewind. The day of the school, okay? So, finally graduated. I did my hours. Here in Massachusetts, you are required to do 300. Or you were. At least up to 2019. June of 2019. Yes, something like that. Anyways, going forward. Once I completed my hours, guys, just letting you know, don't miss class. If you miss class, then you gotta make up for those hours. And if you have that Cancun trip, then you're gonna miss that day of class, and then you gotta make up that class, and all that information might be on state board. Might not. Yes, it is going to be on state board. So, if you miss a class, try to make up that same class that you missed at some point during your school time. Just letting you know. Anyways, going forward again. So, once I graduated, I got my beautiful certificate, and I was so happy, and then I finally graduated, and it was so great, and my family was there, and everyone was there. And then the school gave me a little workbook that looked like this, and it pretty much talks about all the paperwork that you gotta fill out, and how the process works, and how much, and I'm not sure, I don't want to talk about numbers because I'm not sure what it's gonna be like by the time you're watching this. But anyways, the school usually gives you, you know, they prepare you for the test, and they also give you a pre-exam, you know, to make sure that you're good to go. But anyways, going forward, yes, I passed that. Yes, I did. Anyways, so then you go on to this website called Pearson View. You go on there. You enter your ID that you graduated school with, and you enter the school information, all these other things. You do the Corey background check, and yes, you need to have that notarized. Yes, you have to have it notarized. Just saying, do it. Because if you get to the school and you don't have it notarized, then they won't let you test it, and your couple of $100 are gone. Just letting you know. So guys, have it notarized. Going forward. Whew. It was was really nerve-wracking, guys, for real. I took my lab coat. You need a person with you, a person that's not, you know, hopefully not be allergic to anything that you're gonna do on your face. Everything, all that good stuff. And everything the school teaches you, it's exactly what they're gonna have at the exam. So be ready, have your bag ready, have your things in order, test all of the products on the model that you're going to take, the person you're going to take. It cannot be someone that is going to be who has or is currently practicing the beauty world. So it can be someone like in a Cosmo, esthetician, certain things like that, because, well, they probably don't want the person to know what the test is like, right? But anyways, I got there, I did my check-in, they got my, you needed 2 forms of ID, so I took my license and passport. I had it notarized. The ladies at the front desk were really sweet, and I did this in Malton, by the way, and they were so sweet, and they checked me right in. They got all my information. You cannot have your phone, okay, just so you know, you cannot have your phone. You need to be off, completely off. They give you a little key for a locker that stays right in front of them. They check everything. They tell you to pull up your sleeves, pull your hair back, everything. They want to make sure that you're not going to be at all cheating. They check your ears, make sure that you're on the clear. Okay, so no cheating. Just letting you know. Going forward, the next thing, we went right in, and you need to follow all of their steps. There's no going around it. But if you, again, I'm saying this again because it's really important. It's exactly what they tell you in school, and it's exactly what is going to happen. At least what happened to me and a couple of colleagues of mine in my group. So, as long as you have your bag in order with the tasks that you pre-made with your teacher and you pre-studied in class and everything, they helped you make it, you're gonna go smooth. So breathe, follow the instructions, and go. Usually they do a couple of groups, so the way they schedule it is if there's a couple of people there, then you're gonna do it in a group, and then one instructor does it for you guys. The way it's placed, it's literally like if you're going to a barber. So it's literally that barber chair, and that's gonna be the bed. You're gonna pretend it's a bed, and the person's gonna come in, and then don't do anything until the instructor tells you to. So if they say, yeah, go ahead, sit down, you want to first disinfect everything. So I had alcohol in my hand. I was, a crazy clean freak. I mean, I kind of am, so it was simple, I guess, for me to do. So at every task, I would switch that little paper. I would put alcohol at any chance. If something falls on the floor, let it go, pick it up after. If you have to clean it up right away, then pick it up. If you're wearing gloves, throw it away. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. You're not going to touch your client right after you dropped a gauze on the floor, right? So wash your hands, gloves. They do have the little bowls that you could either use. I lied. They don't have the bowl. You could bring your bowl. They have the water in the sink at this particular location, so you can use that for rinsing and all good stuff. A little tip, products minimal as possible, because if you do a whole lot of foundation, you're gonna encounter a whole lot of time, because everything is timed, and they'll tell you they put a little clock on, a little alarm, and then that's it, and it's fine, and then you can go back. And then at every task that they do, they give you a little point, so that's another thing too. So that kind of helps you out. And the lady that I had was really sweet. Thank the Lord. It was great. So it was awesome. Once I was all set, and they tell you, the instructor tells you, okay, you're all set, you're good to go, clean up your station. You literally go ahead and disinfect your whole station again, including mirror. Sometimes they'll tell you like you don't have to, but it's pretty good to do it, even if you don't have to, just in case. You never know. I don't know. I'm just a little paranoid on that part. But anyway, so once you're all set with that part, then you go outside to the office, and then they tell you you're ready for your writing. So at that point, you do not know if you passed the practical yet. They just tell you to go on to the next step. That's all. So anyways, so then you do your writing portion, and then they check everything again, right? They tell you that you cannot have a phone, that you cannot have food, nothing. You can't have ripped jeans, by the way. I kind of skipped this part, but you cannot have like ripped jeans, open-toed shoes. Be ready, look cute, because that's gonna be the picture of your license. So when you show up, and also take your white lab coat. I had my white lab coat. I went with all white shirt, blouse, pants, and just my shoes. I was wearing like high heel boots. Kind of cute. Anyways, going forward. After that, went right into the exam. It was multiple choice. It was a whole lot of questions, but let me tell you, it was a bunch of different questions, which I do remember and I would love to share with you guys, but I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that to give it to you. So once I figure that out, then I'll do something about it, but I would love to help you guys out and deliver some of these questions. But what I would definitely tell you guys right now is definitely focus on the LED lights, focus on colors, okay, combinations, focus on the woods lamp. They talk a lot about the machineries. They even talk about Botox. Oh my god, they talk about Botox. So get informed. They talk about rhinoplasty. It's a whole lot of things that you probably are not even studying for. But I was so happy once I passed. It prints out. It's all multiple choice. Once you're done, you hit continue, and then it says, are you sure you want to continue? Because that means it's over. Make sure that you're selecting every question. Even if you don't know it, you can do like a little check mark on the side. It's a button, and you just click that, and then you could review it afterwards. But make sure you click it, because you don't want to get no point for that question if it goes unanswered, right? So give it your best shot, and then click the little check mark and go back on the review towards the end, and that way you can review it to your best answers. They gave me an hour and a half for it. I think it was 90 questions or 95. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really remember. I was just really happy that I passed, and I'm just trying to really give you guys all this information as much as possible, and to comfort you in some kind of way, if that makes sense. But anyways, I just want you guys to know that it's okay if you do not pass the first time. You can try it over and over and over again. Just make sure that you're studying, make sure that you're using that Quizlet, because that helps a lot. And again, the Milady homework book, which is amazing, and I got it in school along with the textbook. Textbook is great, all sorts of information, also very highlighted. And I'm just really happy, and I am your formal esthetician. I'm so happy. Praise the Lord. So happy, for real. It was so like when I was sitting there for those multiple choice, I think the written was the hardest portion. It was the hardest for real, because I get super nervous anytime it comes to testing. My hands get cold. I read the question and I know the information, but I get so nerve-wracking. Like, it's just, I'm like, oh, and then I look at that timer and it's like, oh my god, I only have to get this much right, and what if I get this much wrong and then I don't pass? And it's just devastating. But if you have any questions, write it down below, and I will definitely answer you. And I hope this info helps you guys, and super good luck, guys. Definitely study. Any questions, once again, hit me up. Good luck. I know I said going forward like 10 times, but it's because it's a YouTube video.